Hi guys, Mrs. Eaton here. I'm gonna walk you through Introduction to Multiviews. So we're gonna look at a couple different things here first. We're gonna start by looking at, this is my MV Intro Center Hidden View. This is when you look up on Canvas Introduction to Multiviews. This is what you're gonna see. It's in a picture. And this is just kind of walking you through multiviews. So the idea behind multiviews is because everything we've done so far is just in the second dimension. It's like if you took a piece of paper and you did a drawing on it, you're going to replicate just the drawing. Now, that's just something for totally two-dimensional. We're going to start moving towards the idea of three-dimensional objects, but we're going to take our time getting there. So the first thing that we're going to do is do multiviews. So in multiviews, it's like you're taking an object like a block or like a Lego, and you're going to take the Lego and look at it from three distinct views. So you're going to look at it from the top, and if you look at it from the top, this is exactly what you're looking down at it. And so you see the top, the middle part here, and the next. Now if you're looking at the front, and some people would call this like the left view or right view. So this is the front, and this is all you're going to see. It's the only part of the block that you see. If you're looking at it directly from the right side, this is all that you would see. I point to my screen. It's funny. Now, for multi-views for these assignments, you're going to be given an object, and you're going to need to create these three different views. Now, some things to notice here. So if this is an object and it's kind of like a gear or a nut or bolt, it's a three-dimensional object. We're only looking from the top. But we want to show that there are these lines. The red lines are our center lines. Yep, our center lines are going to be red here. And so that's saying where the center of the circle is if you're looking at it like you took the washer instead of from this side to look more like this side. From the side and not from the top. And then there's also these hidden lines, and that tells you where this circle is. But if you're looking at it from the side, you can't see the holes, but you know the holes are there. That's kind of where that's going. And over here you see how these are lining up. That's what these red lines are showing you, how it's lining up. And there's some other lines going on here because from the right side you only see a continuous line here. But really the edge ends here, and then you're seeing a different edge here before you see the upper edge here. And these hidden lines, we're going to make new layers, and that's where our hidden lines are going to be. The hidden lines are dashed, and we'll walk you through that. So that's kind of this image here. For multi-views. So your first assignment looks like this. It's your multi-view. So this is the object you're recreating. All these yellow lines are dimensions, and I will walk you through how to do a dimension a little bit. Yeah. They are given to you. I'm not going to make you include them on this drawing. We're going to do other assignments that include dimensioning, so never mind that. But they're important to know, and they're not something that you need to do. But you need to take this object and pretend that you're looking down from it, and that's going to be your front view. We're going to say this is our top view, This is our front view, this side here that we're looking at, and then this side right here is going to be our right side view. So you're going to go over to your drawing, and you're going to need to make the three different sides that you see. But first, fun facts, we're going to do some layers. So click Layer Property, and you should get something like this to come up. And then you need to click this button right here that says New Layer. So you click New Layer, and we're going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different layers, okay? So the first one is Object. In Object, we want its color to no longer be white, but we want it to be blue, okay? We wanted to make sure its line type is continuous, and so that's great. Then you choose a new layer, and this is our hidden layer, and we don't want it blue, not blue. We want it to be green, actually. So our hidden layer can be green, and hidden here, you want to click this. We don't want continuous, we want it to say hidden. So you click load, and you scroll down here until you find hidden. Hidden, Perfect. That one, okay. And you want to click that one as okay. So then this should now say hidden and not continuous. Then you go here, and besides hidden, you press center. And we don't want center to be green, but we want center to be red. And then we don't want it to be hidden. We want it to be a center line. So we load, and we're looking for center now. This is great. Okay. You want to click center. Whoops. Okay. And then we're going to make dimensions. And our dimensions should no longer be red. Our dimensions should be this beautiful magenta color. And you don't want it to be center. You want it to be continuous. And then the last one we're going to do is text. And text is going to be a beautiful cyan. And it is also going to be continuous. So layers are really cool. And they are exactly what they sound like to be. They are layers that you can actually turn on and off. You can lock it in. You can turn it, freeze it on or off here. Right? On. Yeah. So if you have something drawn into this layer, then when you turn this layer off, it will disappear. So this is important here. Now that we have these layers, you need to be aware which layer you're in and what layer you want to be in. So for the layers, we're going to start with object. Keep the current layer on. We want to turn it on. So the object is the actual like square pieces of the drawing you're going to include. So for our first one, I'm going to do our top. And so just like this has these three rectangles, I want you to be drawing in the rectangles. So our rectangle, I'll just give you a hint, needs to be at least 2 by 4. I want dimensions. Length needs to be 2. Width needs to be 4. That looks like a great place to start. And this, I'm actually going to have it be a different layer. I'm going to be in 0 layer. That's like the default layer. I just like it to be white. So now I'm going to go into the, nope, I want to do that. And escape. Great. So now I'm going to go into the actual layer here. And I'm going to be in my object layer. Great. Okay. I clicked the little square there, so that's what happened. And I'm going to draw some lines. So thinking back to what this looks like, I mentally worked through what the lines were going to look like. So in my drawing, I come over here in my object, and I'm going to start, here's fine. I recognize that this one needs to be 1.25. Whew, I think I was in something else. And then this needs to be 3. And then the outside is 0.5. And then we go up, too far away, 0.25. And then I come over, 0.75. And then I'm going to close. So that is what I actually see when I look at the side or from the top of the object. This is what I actually see. But there's more things going on. Don't you worry. So now this is where you're going to use that hidden option. So click your hidden option. And from here we have a line that goes from line here to here. And then on this line, see, I want to make sure I have everything turned on that I want. Because I should have a line coming from this point at 0.75 is where I want the first point. and then I want to click there. And that is what you see when you're looking at the object from the top, because this is where that step is occurring. See how there's that step there? It's 0.75, so that's where that is occurring. And that is the idea behind your multi-views drawing. So the only thing I need to add here is a text, specify first corner, specify second corner, and then my text should say top. Oh, but I don't want it in this bilayer. I want it close. So I did that in the wrong layer. So it needs to move to the text layer. I escaped. Now I'm back in the hidden layer. So now you got to be really aware of where you are. So you're going to keep going like that and create the 3 different views that you need to see for this drawing. Good luck, guys.